Lean meat or fatty meat? Which one should you eat? That's the question I want to answer in this video.
There's a few reasons to bring up this topic, and it usually boils down to fat or body fat is bad, so fatty meats are also bad. Bodybuilders always eat lean meats, so I should too, right? Or science says fat is bad for you.
The answer is they're both totally viable options for your diet, and either one can help you hit your daily protein goals. But whether you should eat lean or fatty meats depends on your goals. Let's use myself as an example.
I'm currently in the process of cutting weight. I'm trying to lean out while preserving as much muscle mass as possible. And so far, I'd say it's going well. To do this, I need to 1, hit my daily protein intake, while 2, maintaining a caloric deficit.
I could do this with either fatty meats or lean meats, but lean meats make this process a lot easier. And here's why.
Here's 1 pound of ground beef with 4% fat. An 8-ounce serving is 260 calories with 46 grams of protein. Compare that to 1 pound of ground beef with 15% fat. An 8-ounce serving is 480 calories with 44 grams of protein. That's an extra 220 calories for what's essentially the exact same amount of protein.
The only difference is fat.
That extra fat means there's more calories, and when you're trying to hit a certain amount of protein in a day while staying in a caloric deficit, lean meats are your friend.
Eat too much fatty meat and you'll be closing in on your calorie limit for the day faster than you would be if you were eating lean meats.
This makes maintaining a deficit harder because you can't eat as much food because the fattier meats are more calorically dense.
And the more food we can eat while staying in a caloric deficit, the happier we are, the more sustainable our diet is, which means we're more likely to see visible results.
A caloric deficit is already hard enough, and eating only fatty meats is going to make that process that much harder.
When instead, we can stay in a caloric deficit by eating more food with leaner meats.
To give you another example, let's look at pepperoni. I've been having a lot of pepperoni lately with my tortizza. Yeah, tortilla, pizza, tortizza.
Follow me on Instagram if you want the recipe for that tortizza, because I'll be posting a reel on it in a few days.
If I went with pork and beef-based pepperoni, a serving would net me 150 calories with 5 grams of protein. But if I get turkey pepperoni, the exact same serving is only 70 calories with 9 grams of protein. That's less than half the calories of the fattier pepperoni, and honestly, when it's on my tortizza mixed with everything else, I barely notice the difference in taste.
I just tried them both, one right after another. I can't really tell a difference. And I would never say the same thing about chicken breasts and chicken thighs, because chicken thighs are 10 times better.
One more example. Mild Italian pork sausage at Publix is 270 calories per sausage link with 18 grams of protein. Mild Italian chicken sausage is 110 calories per sausage link with 16 grams of protein.
That's a 160 calorie difference. Essentially a difference of 1.5 chicken sausages with nearly identical amounts of protein.
So if you're avoiding fattier meats because you think it's unhealthy, give it up. The research and the conventional wisdom is finally starting to catch up and accept that fattier meats aren't inherently unhealthy. But if you're trying to lose weight and you're struggling, whether that be the weight doesn't seem to come off or you find your diet to be too limiting,
consider switching to lean meats, even if it's just a temporary change. It doesn't have to be forever.
You'll be able to eat a lot more food with fewer calories. It's a win-win.
I hope I was able to add some clarity to this topic because there seems to be a lot of confusion surrounding it. And just to be clear, I eat fatty meats and lean meats. It all just depends on what my goals are at a given point in time or whether I just want to live life a little bit.
If I'm trying to cut weight, which I am right now, I prefer lean meats. But if I'm just living my life, just trying to enjoy my food, then yeah, I'll throw in some fattier meats. And if you need some proof, here's me eating the fattiest of meats at Korean barbecue. Look at that drip. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment below. And as always, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It's 100% free for you guys, and it is the greatest way that you can show your support for me and my content. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.